Okay, reload, see if it does the same. It says I am in fact live. What did I just do? There it goes. Yeah, there's like 2 of them. Bro, come on. Bro. Let me move the fucking window. What the hell? Thank you. Okay, so now should be able to do that. Beautiful. Okay, so now let me check again one more time. Okay, it says I'm live. Good. Let's get this party started in here. Okay. Alright, let's boogie. Thought I saw a creeper first. Alright, first things first. I like to get dirt. But mainly this is because you could practice with this seed with me if you want. The seed is called Flower Child. I will be using a set seed. Bah, yourself. Bah, shut up. Did we get lucky? Is there a creeper down here? No. Shit. Alright. Oh, wait. Our friend! Look, it's our friend the creeper. Watch this, guys. I promise he is our friend. Watch, I'll show you. I don't like how close that zombie sounds. Watch, he is our friend. Creeper friend. Ow. Not though. Actually, kind of want coal. Yes, blow up coal. Oh, it doesn't give me the coal. Lol. Easy though. Oh, it gave me one piece. Look at that. Look at how much stone we got. Oh, we got lucky. Hog. And we only lost 0 hearts for it. No, hang on. I gotta play dodge the grass. Okay, so now that we don't have to actually get that cobblestone, which is the backup, is you get cobblestone from here. That's the backup. Now we could just go straight to grabbing this. I'm stupid. So this completely skips needing a sharp stick. Or a pointy stick. I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright. Okay. So, like I said, there, I showed you guys a little bit. So, what you're gonna want is, I forgot they're called shafts. Lol. You need 7 sticks minimum. 9 if you want to be safe, because you can make a wooden club. And then you're good for the night on wood. But you're also gonna get sawdust from those trees as well. Okay. Don't use coal on fire unless you really, really have to. That's very bad. Okay, so now that we have that, you can make your club to defend thyself. Your turd club. So now there's a bunch of animals here. Where's the easiest way? Probably this one. You can also use these flowers to burn. The flowers also burn. I swear to God. So you're gonna want animals, and the way you do this is this is unintentional. You're not supposed to be able to get these until you have a bow. That was the intentional way. But don't be surprised if the devs patch out this, because they patch out anything that they find to be not intentional. Again, take it away from the player. So no, there is no way for us to, find a way to do things ourselves. It has to be done the intentional way, or it just gets removed. I know, great game design, right? It doesn't even need to be a game-breaking glitch or anything. No, the devs can't take a person that says like easy messing, like that's like messing around. They're like, damn, this is easy. And whenever they hear that, they're just like, okay, we up difficulty 10 times. they just can't seem to accept that there are going to be people that do that. Okay, so now that you've committed cow genocide, now you're gonna suffocate them. Trust me, I know it sounds inhumane, but this game is inhumane. Look at that, we got a stack of beef. Day one. Crazy. Yes, stacks of meat are only 16 now. Piggy, I don't give a fuck about you. String! Oh my god, day one string. Hell yeah. Just be careful. Well, if you're on relax, you don't need to worry about it. But jungle spiders will attack you during the day. If you play on relax, they will not. 2 pieces of string. 2 pieces of string. 2 pieces of string day one. That's huge. That's massive. So now I know you guys are probably looking at me like this is great. And people who have played the game like, oh my god, you're jumping so much. Why are you jumping so much? Well, I don't have any. Well, I guess I do. I have some, but not a lot. I don't have very many dirt slabs. Now, here's the inherent problem with this, that aspect right there with no jumping. You either collect dirt and it takes a ton of time, or you use your hunger to save time. You have to pick, which is very bad, by the way. Very bad. Okay, I only did that because I want 2 wool. Okay, so now, once you are situated, you're going to take a campfire, you're going to put the pointy stick, and you're going to use this to light it. Now, you can hold the button down, but if you really just don't want to waste the time, what I do is I just... hate it here. Okay. How that works is that each time you move, it has a chance. So if you just spam it, you have lights very quickly, but it also shreds your hunger. I don't think it shreds it more than normal, but yeah. I'm gonna cook the mutton. So you're gonna want to get that 10 above, because 10 seconds before it's done cooking, before the burn time stops, it'll actually turn to a small little fire, and then it won't cook anymore while it's like that. Ay, mama. Oh yeah, do yourself a favor. Turn the render distance to short at night, and I'll explain why in a second. See how that's all dark that over there? That's because of my render distance. Oh, you could turn it to tiny? That's even better. Okay, so far, you see how it starts loading in those animals over there? They're not loaded anymore. Although tiny is awful. Jesus Christ. Change it to short because it won't load animals as much that are farther away, and you can, spare them the fate of being attacked by, well, those guys. That guy. Although, that's like the most optimal, I suppose. You could keep it on normal, just so you can see any iron zombies or, any zombies with iron on them. So like, for example, iron shovel or, anything iron related, iron sword, iron shovel. They can't have axes, unfortunately. I have been spotted. Okay. I hate that it functions like that. I hate that, because it should stay. It really should. Okay, so just to speed things up a bit here. Yeah, see that right there? That was what I was talking about. How it stops 10 seconds before. Wait, did it even do that? Oh, that's kind of dumb, actually. I don't know why. I think it's before it's done cooking, maybe. Just so they control you a little bit more, you know? Whoops. Forgot about that. Okay. Now. Fuck you. So now that we actually have bones. I don't like that sound. Oh, it's a sheep. Okay, I thought that was a creeper. You can't tell. The footstep sounds almost identical. Oh, we got a bow too. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. That durability is pretty good too. So now that we have a bones, we can make a bone club. That'll help defend us more. But so today we go collect string. But I need stick. We need stick. Me get stick. Me caveman. Me onga bonga. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. So now, let's say you got your sticks. You take your sticks. Not that. Now you can make an axe and a shovel. With your shovel, you can get clay like that down there. So you just go down here and you whack it. This also gives you dirt. So this is good. This is 2 in 1. That's a resource that you want so you can move without needing to jump. Also put down those so you don't have to swim. Swimming bad. Swimming take a lot of hunger. Well, hello there. What if I just rudely remove this thing that you're standing under? And maybe this one too. Oh, you're also hiding under there, huh? Get out from under there. Okay, I got some bones and another bow. That's pretty cool. It can give you, but it gives you stick and string if you deconstruct it. So keep that in mind. So now we can make a bow drill, by the way. This is a faster fire plow. Very useful, very, very useful. Torch. That's flint, stupid. 5 head. Although flint is going to be useful for later. And we have 4 arrows. Yippee fucking skippy, bro. That's something my grandfather says. It makes me laugh every time he says it. That was a burned out fire. Well, I mean, you could have relit it, but it's kind of pointless. So now that we have, let's say we have our clay and whatnot, you're gonna take this. You're turning them into wet bricks, like you just saw me do. And you're gonna set them out. You're gonna need a total of 16 of these. So when you get a total of 16 of these and they dry, they're gonna become bricks. You're gonna look like this. thought I just saw something move. Hang on. 1 second. How did I put my flashlight? Ow. Okay, no, I'm just paranoid. Turn on my light here. Ugh. Okay. I don't have like my gaming lights on currently, so I went to go shut it off immediately out of instinct. Figures. Alright. So now that you have 16 of these, you're going to take them, you're going to put them in your crafting grid. You're going to get a loose brick slab. Oops. Nope. One more time. Yeah, there we go. Now you're going to take these, you're going to do it again, and you're going to get a brick oven. You're going to set the brick oven down. Now that you have your axe, you're also going to want... You're going to want to go get some wood. Now, preferably, you're going to want the birch over the regular trees. No, it's not racist. It's because it burns longer. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. I don't know the burn time on this specifically, but this does. So the regular bark the regular wood burns just long enough. If you put the item in first and then light the fire, it burns that long, and you won't need to. But if you light it first and then put the item in it, it won't burn fully. Like it won't have enough time to cook it. Look for oh yeah, and also look for taller trees, just so it's more convenient for you. I like to get birch wood and save it for the fire. There we go, tall tree. And then use these, like this kind of wood, for regular, ordinary things. So now what you do is you take that, you put that in your crafting grid, then you get some sticks, and you get wood and sawdust. Is the music even on? Just curious. Silent Minecraft experience, honestly. Maybe I'll add some music to the edit. Actually, yeah, we'll leave the music off. So, the reason that I didn't use these is because if you put your whole thing like that, see, now it's full. It has 800 fuel time. Also, on top of that clay, what you're going to want to do is that sharp stone that you have. You're going to want to take it, you're going to want to go to the mines, and you're going to find iron. Show you guys what that looks like real quick. Ow. It looks like this. So you're going to need 8 of this because you're using a sharp stone, you're not actually going to get the iron chunks. you need an iron chunk. You're only gonna get dust. Or a pile. Yeah, pile of iron ore. You're only gonna get pile. That now then you could turn it into a chunk. So you're gonna need 8 total of that. Also, when you come down here to get, you're gonna want some coal as well, or at least 1 piece. So you're gonna need to break 2. Like I said, you could use this on the brick oven. You actually can do that, and it does give it a full, but it's not recommended. So there's some more iron down there. We'll just break it and say that we collected it. I think there's some more around here somewhere. If you see it pitch black, don't go in it. It's called gloom. Gloom will hurt you. Okay, so once you have 8, by the way, don't get any more, because you don't want to get any more than you don't need, because you can actually get, because you need 2 for an iron, like the iron pile, right, with this, but when you get a pickaxe, you can actually mine that and get a chunk for each one, so that is very useful. So once you get your iron chunk, you're gonna come back, you're gonna put that in there, and then you're gonna light the oven. You gotta look at the fire, the wood, the firewood. And you're gonna light it. Now that that's lit, or you have any fire lit, you can take a torch and light it, put it on the wall, and now it's gonna be a light source for you. Or, you know, a lighting source. It is a light source and a lighting source. So, like, now, let's say if you had a campfire, you could take the torch, you could right-click on the campfire, and it will light it. It's pretty good. As you saw right there, they do actually have a burn time. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing it anymore. There we go. It has a burn time, as you can see, on the green bar. They will burn out, and they go poof when they are burnt out. So just remember that. Okay, so let's say you get your 4... This turns into an iron ingot. Or, not an iron ingot, sorry, an iron nugget. So let's say you get your 4, you say, for now, you just get your 4 iron nuggets. Once you get your 4 iron nuggets, you're going to take this, you're going to get a chisel. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go over to one of your trees. You do that, and then this on the bottom one, these are called stumps. You can't break them, nor can you move them until later in the game. You break it once, then you break it twice, and now you have what's called a work stump. Now, for educational purposes, I'm going to take said work stump, I'm going to move it over here so it's easier for us to use. So now that you have this, now comes the fun part. So now you need more. You need string for this as well. I'm just gonna string. I'm gonna give myself some of that real quick, so I don't have to go out and mine all that. Now, there's going to be spider webs on the ground. You're going to take your sharp stone, and if you see any spider web, you're going to whack it. It's going to break 4 times and then drop the string. So the first time, it's going to get smaller and smaller. It takes 4 times. So just keep that in mind. So once you have those, then you're gonna take 2 sticks, 3 stone, and 1 piece of string, and ta-da! There's the stone pickaxe. Now, here comes the fun, grindy part of aspect of the game. You're gonna take your ass back down into the mines, and now you're gonna get 27 iron ore. 27. Yes, I'm not kidding. Because each iron ore that you mine gives an iron chunk. You need 27 total, because it takes 9 to make an ingot. Same recipe. So you need 27 iron ore for 3 iron ingots for a iron pickaxe for an upgrade. And that is what I would strongly recommend you do next, is that you get the, you know, iron pickaxe next. Ow. Because right now, as you're watching me, you're gonna see that it's gonna mine the iron ore off the rock, and then mine the entire like block. The iron pick will just straight up mine that. Oh, there's gloom. Gloom is basically staying in the dark too long, and if you stay in the dark too long, it just straight up kills you. It takes quite a while for gloom to actually kill you, but nonetheless, it's not fun. Don't fuck with gloom. It's kind of like how in RLcraft, it, you know, you'll get eaten by a grue if you stay in the dark too long. Yeah, it's gloom. You don't get eaten by anything, you just go insane and die. You die from a heart attack, I suppose. So these brick ovens take a whole ass day. A whole day to cook the iron. A whole fucking day. Crazy, right? So you're obviously thinking to yourself, well, I'm definitely gonna want more, you know, more brick ovens, because it's gonna take me 27 days if I do that. And yes, you would be correct. You have to go out and get more clay now. However, just be careful going near the water at night. Oh, these mobs are like the least of your worries. Going near the water at night, it's not that slime either. Where are they? Okay, maybe not you. Could you not? Could we not? Don't look at Enderman. He will get mad. You get out of here. Ow. Okay then. I see how it is. I see how it is, game. I died from the half a heart fall. That's insane. Okay, so you can continue if you die, but I would just make a new world. It's okay, we can just pick up where we left off. But if you don't like seeing that screen, I would not play this game. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to be seeing that screen a lot when you first start the game. Okay, let's just go back over there. So ideally, what you're going to want at this stage in the game... Give me a second. I just gotta recuperate my losses. Let's say I have a sword too, by the way. I got lucky and got an iron sword. And maybe an iron shovel. But it's not gonna have... They're not gonna be full durability like this, so... Don't expect them to be. I like how the sharp stone is here. Oh, that's a refined shovel. Oops. That's basically netherite in this game. What is that thing running from? Oh. Okay. It got cooked too? Bet. Thank you, zombie. Thank you, random zombie. That's a really good start. 2 cooked food? I didn't even give myself that. Alright. Okay. So... And then grab food real quick. Again, I'm just going to start off where I left off here. So ideally, you'd probably want something like this. It looks, it would look like this for what you'd want. Where am I gonna put all these? On the side, maybe over here? You want ideally about 9 to be able to cook all your stuff. So now, so that way you can cook 9 a day. So that's only 3 days of waiting for iron. That's not including being able to cook your food. You're probably gonna want another one, which is, so that makes 10. You're gonna want at least 1 brick oven for cooking food. You don't want to have to use a fire, a campfire for that. Trust me. So let's like iron chunk. So in total for this, you need 16 each. Let me pull out my trusty calculator here. So that's 16 times 9, because I'm lazy and I don't want to do math. You need 144 clay to be able to get this many ovens. So for 9 ovens, you need 144 clay. Permatorch? I think it's a permatorch. Yeah, I don't think you can actually give yourself the crude torch regularly. So, now that that's cooking, you'll also probably want to try to protect that and keep, you know, mops from exploding it. Oh, come on. That's just ridiculous. That's okay. It still has... See, that's why you want the birch. Because if you make a mistake... Actually, you wouldn't be able to do this normally. With loose stone. So that's about as safe as you can make it. From mobs blowing it up, I suppose. Maybe like that. Yeah, something like that. And then you just make a little thing down here to get to your ovens. Not super complicated. I don't think you can get a... That's old molding. That's funny. It's not even a fence, it's just molding. Ah, that's funny. Okay. So now, let's say, you know, you've got your iron, it's been 3 days, or you took your diligence, you know, you went and got your clay, whatever. Also remember, while doing this, you should look for, like that, right there, that sugar cane. That's going to be very useful, because 4 equals 1 wicker weaving, and then you have to take time to weave it together, and you'll get wicker. So it looks like this. Oops. Looks like this, and then you have to take time, and then, you know, hold this down. There'll be a progress bar, and then once you're done with that, it's gonna turn into wicker. Oops. And if you get 4 wicker, which means, again, you need a total of 16 sugar cane. You put it in your crafting grid. Then you get a wicker basket. You can put 1 type of item in this, and it holds up to 64 of that item. Another feature I haven't talked about yet, but that you can do, is that whatever your run button is, if you hold that and look at a wall and then right click, you can put something in the wall. Now, it depends on the material, whether you can put it in. Like, you can't put stone, I mean a shovel. You can't put a shovel in stone, but you can put it in dirt. Like that. So, to save space, and you could put axe in wood. I don't think you could put it in dirt, but you can't put it in the wood. Yeah, you could put it in wood. Don't worry, that's just a visual bug. Your thing is still there. See? It just does that sometimes. And then you just recollect it by right-clicking on it. So you can save space by doing shit like that in your inventory. Let me just make another crafting table here. Crafting stump, sorry. Okay, the work stump. Like I said, I'm literally just gonna put it there just for so it makes things easier for us. I already showed you how to make the stone pickaxe. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna say that we got a bunch of iron. Now we're gonna upgrade our tools. These are the things that you're gonna want. You're gonna want shears. You're gonna want a hoe. You want an iron axe. A shovel and a sword are not the top priority because they can actually just drop off of a zombie normally. So you're not; those are not the top priority. Top priority is iron pickaxe, an axe, a hoe, or shears. Shears make it so you don't get stealth creepered. Because if you hear them start to hiss, you could turn around and react by right-clicking them like this, and it'll snip them. And what happens is that you get their oysters, and their oysters is what allows to explode in the first place. So when you do that, you take away their ability to explode. And then they become harmless to you. They literally just follow you around like a creep stalker. That creepy. And so like I said, you could lower your render distance at night to save animals, but also at the same time, you want to be able to look out for zombies with iron on them. Also, you know, what I just said about earlier about, you know, putting them into a block, you want to do that to save space. Right before they break, you can throw them down like that. Okay then. And they'll stay there. And then once you get later into the game, you can recycle that and get that material back, which is really useful. Very, very important mechanic of this game. Now, I would highly recommend staying away from jungles because of, well, alright, let's see if I can find the little fucking demons to show you guys. See if I can find the little demons. I'm listening for spiders. I heard it. Where are you? I heard you. Is that a flower? What is that? That's a mushroom. Oh, I heard it. Oh, I hear you. Where are you? That! This little fucker. This little shithead right here. This is a jungle spider. Now, the reason you don't want to get hit by these things is that they not only do they drain your health, they drain your... Oh, and they can do that. I'm sorry, did you just shoot that in the fucking air? Okay, whatever. Just shot in the air. Oh, you heard that? Did you hear that little clink? Yeah, that didn't do damage to him. They take no fall damage, so don't get fooled by that. You'll hear the fall damage, but they don't take it. Also, squiddy boys. Little squiddy boys. These are not your friends. They will try to eat you. Yeah, as you saw, he will try to yoink me with the tentacles. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, stay away from water. And they will drag you down. So while you're actively fighting to swim back up, they'll be draining your hunger the entire time. You're pretty much dead. There's no way out of that situation, really. Especially if he has more friends. You're probably just boned. With a lot of situations in the game, if you get put in that situation, you're usually just dead. However, this game is all about risks, and you kind of have to take a lot of risks, which counteracts, you know, you being dead with taking risks. So the game contradicts itself constantly. This shit. If you do manage to get a bedroll, it's 2 string. I think it's 1 string and 2 wool knit. So that means you need 2 wool for knitting needles. There you go. You're gonna want... Oh yeah, you can get planks now with iron axe, you can actually now get planks, which is really useful. And then you could take this and you'll get 2 shafts from a wood, which is good because you're gonna want to get a pointy stick, another pointy stick. You're gonna take it and then you're gonna get knitting needles. You take 2 white wool and knitting needles and you'll get a wool knit. And then just like the weaving, you know, it takes time, of course. And then you're gonna get a wool knit. Once you get 2 wool knit in a string, in a crafting table, or crafting bench, you can make a bedroll. I think you can actually just do it here, maybe? You might be able to do that. Hang on. Didn't mean to do that. Wool knit. Okay, so you can just do it in this. So you take 2 white wool and then that, and then you get a bedroll. Oh, shut up. I hear you out there. What does that guy have? Wool? Yeah, don't confuse zombies with wool. That guy is the one that you want. This guy, he drops every time you see them with an item. It will drop guaranteed. It may not have the best durability, but it will drop guaranteed. Look at that. We got 2 of them. What? Where'd the item? Where'd the item go? Okay, now you're just making me look bad, game. I have no idea why that didn't drop, actually. Maybe there's a rare chance that it doesn't? I have no idea. But it's supposed to. No idea why that did not drop. Okay, so now that we have our iron tools, now we can start a different process. So now once you have your iron tools, you're gonna want to also, they have invincibility frames in this game. So just because you're in the update where you could just do that, no, you cannot. Don't even try it. You'll just waste your durability because it does count as a hit with their invincibility frame, so you're literally just wasting your durability. Look at the fucking skeleton party over here, dude. Jesus. They're having a pool party over there. Oh yeah, this nitrate is good if you have raw food, because you put that and a piece of raw meat in your crafting table, and it will make cured meat, which is basically eatable. You know, it's edible food, and it restores 2 hunger bars, so it's actually pretty good. So once you have your iron hoe, you're gonna take your hoe and you're gonna start breaking some land. Also, I should probably. Now he can't do anything. You just stole this man's balls. He can't do anything now. So, it has a very small chance, of about 1 in 20, to drop what's called hemp seeds. There it is. Okay. So it looks like this. So after you get that, then you're gonna do that again, and you're gonna get farmland. Bro, how far do you follow me? So you're gonna want to find one water source, because even if you make a bucket, it doesn't make it into an actual water source. This is a gloom visual glitch. Okay. You only need about one block of water. Ugh. Just like I said, for, again, educational purposes, let's say that, okay, so this is farmland with bone meal on it. Okay, so now once you have that, bone meal I think also prevents weeds, I noticed. So if you don't have bone meal, you'll get weeds on your crops, and you have to de-weed them. Otherwise, it will basically just become grass. So yes, we have some real life, farming in this game as well. Remember, this game is not supposed to be realistic. It's not intended to be realistic. Just remember that. So the way that most people actually keep their farms safe is by doing this. Because this is probably the only thing you're going to have access to, because you don't have access to glass yet. Now, and you also usually want to build... No, this will work. I just need an extra layer here. Just take your fences, and this is your makeshift glass early game. For farms. this is literally your... I forgot if like you can stomp crops. I think you can, but I don't want to find out. Okay, so now you have your hemp farm growing. You're gonna go take your iron chisel that you had, and you're gonna go over to some stone. It has to be regular stone, of course. Can't be cobblestone. It has to be real, like, smooth stone. And you're gonna mine it. You can get about 2 stone blocks, or just two stone bricks before it's useless. So you're gonna need a couple of these. You're gonna need quite a few of these. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that, you're gonna take a plank, and you're gonna need 4 sticks. Let's see if I still remember the crafting recipe here. Yep, that's a gear. And then you're gonna take, I believe it goes like this. Oh, I need sticks. Never have enough sticks. I'm forgetting how to make the lever here. I gotta think for a second. Oh, got it. Hand crank. So, this is a hand crank. Now you're gonna need more stone bricks to be able to make a millstone. If I remember correctly, it's this and then a gear. It's pretty fucking simple. It might be 2. How do I make a millstone again? Shit. I'm forgetting how to make a millstone. I swear, it can't be that hard. Okay, give me a second. 1 second. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Alright, what's the crafting recipe here? Are you serious? I was that close? I was so close. Oh my lord. Go figure. Alright, I was close. That's a millstone. Okay. So, with a millstone, you take the millstone, and then you take the hand crank. Can I not put this the other way? Okay. Sure. Alright. Then, what you do is any bone, so you take bones and hemp, and you grind them in this millstone. However, there is one problem, is that you're gonna need a lot of food. And when I say a lot of food, I mean a lot of food. I'm just gonna do that. Did I just see a mob in here? Hello? Hello? Thank you. Alright. Let's just check to make sure there's no weeds. Okay. So you have to wait for that to grow, but once it does grow, you're going to want to use your shears to cut the second layer, not the first, not the bottom, otherwise it will go back, like it'll transform the farmland back. You don't want that. So just to give you guys some ideas here, an idea of like what this looks like. So you're gonna need a lot of hemp for a windmill. And that is your way for mechanical power, so you don't have to keep using the stupid millstone. The millstone takes way too much hunger to use. And you can't even use it if you're under 4 bars as well. So just keep that in mind. This is what it looks like. You throw... Watch my hunger. You throw your little hemp in there. You can only have one at a time, by the way. Oh, and the sound is awful, by the way. Listen to how loud that sounds. Because we're on relaxed, so let's change it to standard just to show you. Your hunger will not be happy with you using this. This is not a permanent solution. You need a windmill, like, as fast as possible. So, to make a windmill, you're gonna need a bunch of hemp fibers so you can turn them into fabric. Let me see if I remember this recipe here. Because I think what you do is you take a stick and 4 fabric, I believe. Or it's this. No. Really? I gotta remember these recipes. I haven't played in a while, so like I don't remember the recipes off the top of my head here, unfortunately. Okay, so to make a sail, got it. Okay, so you do need planks. Not sticks, you need planks. Do that. So you take 3 of these, and you take 3 of these, and it gives you a sail. Now, these also take up, you know, its own inventory slot, so just keep that in mind as well. I need 4 of these. And then once you make 4 of these, so let's see, you need 3 fabric for each, and you need 4 of those. So you need 12 fabric. Each fabric takes 9. That's 36. You need 30. That can't be right. Okay, each piece of hemp gives you 4, and you need 9 for 1 piece of fabric. So that's 9 times 4, which is 36. No, 3, 6, 9. Math. So you need 12 fabric. So that's actually 12 times 9. There we go. That sounds more accurate. Okay. $108. Whoops. So you need 108 hemp fibers. And then I guess I could divide that by 4 because you get 4 per hemp. $27. So you need 27 hemp total. Because you get 4 fibers per hemp. So you're going to need 27 hemp. You're going to need to do that 27 times. What is it? 27? I just realized that. What is up with that? You also need a 27 iron ore. Weird. But once you do have that, then you can do this. Put it in a crafting grid. And you get a windmill. Now this bad boy needs some... Oh yeah, that's right. You're going to need more fibers because of something else that I forgot to mention. Am I stupid? Okay, why do I feel stupid right now? That should be making rope. Should it not? Okay. That makes fabric. How does one make rope? Oh boy! Here we go again. I might as well just leave this fucker up. Alright, rope. Oh my god, I was doing it the wrong way. Are you serious? I hate it here. Oh my god, that's so stupid. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Okay. I was right. It's just, it's this way. I know. Isn't that crazy? So you're going to need a bunch of rope. And then you take your rope. And you take your planks. And you get axles. You're going to need a bunch of these. Probably 10 might do. 10 might do. But you're also going to need gearboxes. Did I do this wrong? I think I did it in the wrong way. Aha! Gearbox. So, but the gearboxes also require axles. So, you're going to need more axles. Which means more rope. Which means more hemp. Yay! Oh, and more gears. I would say you're probably going to want about 5 or 6. maybe 10, maybe. That's kind of excessive, but just, you know, just in case, I guess. Because I think it needs to be 16 blocks off the ground. Let's just test here, over here real quick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And it's gonna need axle. So it might not be 16. I could be wrong. Sorry if I am wrong. I'm only human. That was what? How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's try 12. 12 does work. Okay, so maybe it's a lot less than I initially thought. So it might not even be 12. It might be like 9 or 10. It's a big machine. So just expect it to take up a lot of room. Okay, so probably 10 at ideally. Give or take. About 10. 10 blocks up. And you're going to want this block to be actually a redstone clutch. I will go over that recipe in a second. It's basically, think of a gearbox, but instead it requires gold, a gold latch. A redstone latch. I'm sorry, what? What? Clutch? Hang on. What the hell is it called? I'm pretty sure it's called a redstone latch. Yeah, redstone latch. So it's literally just 3 gold nuggets and 1 redstone. And instead of that gear, or instead of one of the gears at the very bottom, so there's 4 gears in a gearbox. Instead of one of the gears at the bottom, you replace that with a redstone clutch, and that makes a redstone latch, and that makes a redstone clutch. So I'll just make it in a crafting grid for you guys real quick, just to show you. Let me get rid of all this junk in my inventory. Fucking junk. Let's just put this down real quick. By the way, it's got a fat, chonky hitbox. Okay, so now let's go back over here so I can show you guys how to craft this. Once you get this, you're not going to need this stupid hand crank anymore, by the way. And then we're going to get into more complicated stuff. I'll probably do another live stream on it because I'm kind of getting tired here. I'm not going to lie. Shut up, Minecraft. No one cares. Okay, so you take 3 gold, and that you get a redstone latch. Then what you do is you make how you made the gearbox. You don't put that instead. Instead, you put the redstone clutch there, and then the axle. I think. Am I stupid? What? Am I dumb? There it is. Okay, instead of the axle, you use a redstone latch, and you get a redstone clutch. So now, how this works, this is your machine. Now, how this works is you're going to take your axles. And now, an axle will break every 3. You do 1, 2, 3, and the next one will break. So that is why you need another gearbox. Now, you don't need 3 like that, but I'm just letting you know. And you're also going to want to, if you have an open hand, you can rotate it as long as it's not attached to an axle. So then you can throw the axle on it. And this little like side with all the arrows, that has to be facing toward the axle. And then you could put like another axle going down. And then remember, if you were to put another one, you would need to put another gearbox, but it would have to be flipped around. And you have to do this with an open hand as well. And now it'll work. You can also, if you're looking and you press your run button, you can put it, see how that's flipped? Well, if you hold your run button, it'll flip it automatically, which is really neat. I wish I knew that when I first started, but I did not. So the most efficient way I can think of for a setup for you would be, it would look like this for the starting setup. Also, before you hook this up, remember that it is hella loud and it is very annoying. I mean, listen to this. Music to my ears, right? And you can't turn these off unless you have a redstone clutch like this. So instead of the redstone clutch being there, I would actually recommend you probably go like one back. So it's that. And then just use a gearbox on this because you want... give me a second. we go. You want access to your redstone clutch because you're gonna have a lever on it. And yes, this is actually one of the few things you could actually just put a lever on and it'll actually work. Unlike other things in the game that this will not work with. Notice how it's turning and now it's not. Remember that, that's very important. So now that you have your wood, you'll probably want to build a small platform on your windmill, because this is where your mechanical power is. To be more optimal, probably. Probably squeeze one down. Yep, and then you'd put your millstone here, and then actually put that right there. Yeah. And then you would go like that, and then you put a gearbox here. This is for your saw that you're gonna need. Coming up. Yep, there you go. Yep. And now you can even do 3 millstones if you really want to. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, so hoppers are going to be what you're mainly going to use to catch these. And how you make a hopper, you're going to need a saw before you can make a hopper. So actually, I'll go over that first. So to progress from here, you're going to need a cauldron. And how you make a cauldron is like this. You're gonna need iron, which is fun already. So it's gonna be like that, and then you're gonna need a bucket and a bone, because that's not that cistern is not a regular. It's not a regular cauldron. Gonna get rid of that. Oh boy, bucket, and it's gonna have to be, and it has to be a water bucket as well. So you're gonna take a water bucket, a bone, and then surround it by that, and you get a cauldron. And you get your bucket back, which is really cool. Now, by this time, you probably have a diamond pick. And you're going to want to head to the nether. Before you build the portal, allow me to teach you guys something that I wish I knew when I first started. And on the wiki, it literally trolls you and says, don't worry about it. Yeah, I know. So funny, huh? But if you don't know, like, don't worry about it, can literally screw your entire world. But it's fine. It's fine. Or can just, like, ruin your spawn location. And could be hell to get back. Oh yeah, I never checked on the hemp. Yeah, it doesn't get weeds if you bone meal it. Cool. Didn't know that. Okay, so that's a secondary purpose for bone meal. So when you're building your portal, let's say you do have the obsidian, do not build it in the overworld. Or not in the, yeah, do not build it above ground. Unless it's 50 feet in the air. Okay. Actually, I need 2 more of these. Yeah, there you go. Because I'm going to do the corners. Because why not? Yeah, either build it really high into the air or build it really low really far underground. Personally, building out underground is probably the best bet because you already mined down probably at that point. You've probably already been mining. But this time, I'm going to build it up in the air. And I'm going to use my windmill as a structure for that. So let me build a little bit up here. Probably gonna go about that high, give or take, maybe a little bit higher, probably about that high. Hope you're not afraid of heights, because a lot of things in this game you're gonna have to build really high up. I forgot. And then you basically just make a ladder all the way up here to get up there. And then you would take a campfire. Because, no, you don't use a flint and steel to light the portal. Why not? Why would that? That would be too easy. And then you take some kind of, like, fire starter, for example, like a torch. And that makes the portal. Also, this portal's too big. There we go. So you're not going to have a fire charge, but I'm going to do that just because it instantly lights whatever it touches on fire, like that. So now what's happening right now is souls from the Nether can actually escape into the overworld, and it's called possession. Now, this possession radius is about 16 blocks by 16 blocks in every direction. And what happens is that it affects each animal or mob differently. So, for example, if this pig were to be possessed, it will turn into a zombie pigman. And it's not instant either. It takes time, but you'll know. You'll be able to hear it. You'll be able to hear the animal. They'll make like a deeper like oink or whatever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to do that. Yeah, there you go. You just got possessed right there. So now, if you listen, yeah, see how I made like a deeper oink? He's like, help. He should turn into a zombie pigman soon. Onk. We'll come back to him. See, see, he makes a regular oink. So pigs turn into zombie pigmen. That is annoying in a couple cases, but not really, not too bad. Cows can give birth to any hostile mob. Moo. Spiders, okay, monsters are not affected by this, except for villagers, which aren't monsters. Villagers turn into witches, so you can't use a nether portal to transport them. These guys have the funniest one. They literally just float up into the air and never return. You never see them again. They just float up into the air. It's like from It. Now, wolves have the worst one, where they spread the possession twice as fast. Yes, possessed animals being around other things can also spread possession, which is really bad because the animal I'm about to get to in a second. So chickens, they explode, and it spreads possession when they explode. They literally just burst into feathers. Now, I've been avoiding one specific mob on purpose because they are by far the worst to get possessed. Squids. These little bastards down here, if they get possessed, they turn into literal fucking ghasts. Like, they turn into actual gas. Yeah, see, you can tell when they're possessed. They make different sounds. They also will make sometimes nether portal sounds. Rarely. You could tell when a wolf is possessed because he won't make a distinct sound, but if you watch him long enough, his eyes will glow red and his head will do a full 360, like kind of like from The Exorcist. It's really creepy, really weird, and he'll also make nether portal sounds occasionally. So you can tell when mobs are possessed. You'll be able to tell, trust me. But squids, yes, squids, you heard me right. They turn into literal ghasts in the overworld. And while I will tell you that is cool for making a potion regeneration farm, it's not worth it. And you have to contain it. You have to, make sure they're contained. Now, I don't know how long it takes for possession to happen. Oh, there he goes. Now he is possessed fully. And now he's dead. Because I don't want to deal with zombie Pikmin. If the sheep floats away... I thought it was starting to float away. So it does take some time for possession to take place. Okay, there it goes. So this is hell. This is the nether. All you want when you first come here, you don't want anything. You just want netherrack and some soul sand, and that's it. That's all you want. So you just mine a bunch of netherrack, mine some soul sand, which is perfect because maybe glowstone for light source. But other than that, get the fuck out of here as soon as you can, because gas spawn at twice the rate that they normally would, and that's not good. You can turn the machines off if you have something like that. Okay. gonna do this real quick. Okay. What? So, pretty sure you're just gonna, normally you would just use your pillar up to get up here. And you can if you want. But this is how I set mine up normally. And this is just about as efficient as you can get when it comes to making a windmill. If you don't like huge machines and machinery, this mod is not for you, because this is only going to get more complicated. Believe me. Okay, so now that you have... So you're going to need a saw for a hopper. So now that you have netherrack, now you can lighten... it doesn't have the same properties in the overworld, by the way. It does not float. It only floats in the nether. Remember that. So netherrack. Alright. So now that you have that, now you have a permanent fuel source for your cauldron. And remember, open fires start bigger fires with wood that's nearby. So be careful where you put this, because, well, you might just burn your house down. So be careful. I think it's like 5 blocks. It depends on how open it is. If it's like contained, then you're fine. If it's open, then you got an issue. So for example, if I were to do, let's say this. Say we'll put my cauldron right there. And we're gonna put 9 netherrack. And then you'd put your cauldron 1 block above this. Like that. So, to contain the fire, you'll do this. Not anything but wood, of course. I would preferably probably stone. You probably have that from there, so this is what I would recommend to you. For the love of... Actually, I think it goes something like... How did I do this before in the past? I think it looks something like this. I need a block. Stone. So the only way to make non-loose stone is you use clay, slime, or nether sludge. And I'll get to those in a second when I can get this started. Yes, it looks like this. That is how you contain the fire. Also, this is fire charge. It's a one-time use. Just keep that in mind. So now if there's wood nearby, it'll burn. But if I do this and contain it, it will no longer burn wood nearby. Here's an example. Now I caught the wood on fire. This might catch the wood on fire if I do this. Or this. Maybe. Yes. Open fires can actually start fire like really from a pretty good amount of space away. Like these will catch on fire, just not like right now, but they will eventually. So just be careful with fire. Also, torches will also do that. So if you, even a burning torch, the ones that burn forever, yeah, if you put it, let's say like under this, that'll burn that. Yeah, no, well, you got physics in this game too. Fun. Okay, so now that you have your cauldron like this is usually the setup that people like to do. There we go. This is usually the little, we call this the cauldron pyramid. Or at least I do. Now that you have your cauldron, there's a lot more food you can cook. You can cook a lot more food at a time. So now you're going to want to venture out to a forest and get a dog. Or, you know, find a wolf. And you're going to want to tame it with bones. So when you bring your wolf back to your base, you're also going to need to feed it every day. If it whines at you, it needs food. And if you don't give it food after long enough, it will attack you. And even if it takes even longer than that, it'll starve and die. Whatever you do, do not feed a wolf rotten flesh. It will turn into a beast, and they are not fun. They take no knockback, they do a ton of damage, and they're very fast. It's basically a werewolf, but a dog. It's a black. It's black and it has red eyes. Another thing I should mention to you guys is that in a thunderstorm, if your windmill is running, it will break the axle or the gearbox on the very front of it if you do not turn it off. So normally people would put a switch here for that, but I like to put one behind because gearboxes aren't that big of a deal to remake. It's the, you know, redstone clutch that's annoying. So yeah, so if you have your nether portal this high up in the air, you won't have to worry about ever encountering possession. Yeah, and again, they try to troll you and think it's funny to say, don't worry about it, to let the player try to, like, interact with it and find out. And especially, like, with wolves, too. Ugh. You have a wolf at that time, like, as a pet. For dung. That's another, that's something I wanted to, that's one thing I'm going to go over. Is, dung is produced from wolves. And you're going to need this. Because it's very important to make tanned leather. Yes, you're using literal shit to make leather. I know it's crazy. So that leather that we put away up here, I think. No. Oh yeah, because we didn't kill the cows. Okay, so you're gonna need leather. But first, you're gonna have to score it. So that yellow leather next to me, that's what it looks like. So scoring leather looks like this. Because you're gonna want that hopper I explained earlier. It only works if you power it from the side and not from above. So you're gonna have to do something like this. And then it's gonna look like this. How the hell do you do this again? I gotta remember my setup here. Give me a second. Because you have to have a hopper. How does this work exactly? Because you have a hopper going into a millstone, and it tosses the stuff from into the millstone, like it spits it out, I think. Okay, hold on. Let me go into my creative world real quick, my testing world, and look at this and see. I was working on Minecraft, minecart shit. You guys want to see something really cursed? Watch it. Watch the speed that they travel. Yeah, it's really funny. This is a bunch of advanced shit that I'm not even gonna begin to get into. This is engineering at its finest. Those are mob farms. That's also a mob farm. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the vase maker. Or not the vase maker, the, shit, what's this called? Pottery wheel. Oh my god, me trying to make a makeshift squid farm myself. Oh, memories. That's a kiln, but we'll go over that in a second. Well, not in a second. We'll go over that way later. I can teach you guys like how to make all this stuff really easily. There's the jungle spider farm. Where is like just basic? Where's my basic stuff? Melon farm. Oh yeah, these thingies. Packed earth makers. Piston packers. I think this is a squid farm. Oh my god, fucking pieces of the world just don't load in sometimes. It's very irritating. There we go. This looks like a mob farm. Yeah, that's definitely a mob farm. That's a squid farm. If you're wondering what that was that I just passed by with all the chests and stuff, well, again, that's complicated stuff that I don't need to go into right now. Also, look at how effective this is. Look at that. Look at how tight I made the circuitry for this. Isn't that crazy? Very proud of that one. Oh, hey, someone's back. Oh, Cookie. Wolf salesman hate him. Hello, Cookie. I gotta figure out how the fuck I did this before. Let's hopper. Oh, someone's dying. Ignore the pigs in weird outfits. Ignore that. Ignore the breeding harness on the pigs. Ignore that. Somebody had a problem making this mod, I swear. They had some mental issues. Flower Child, I believe it was. Let's see. And then I need the millstone. I'm just trying to remember how the hell this setup went. I'm gonna need some gearboxes. This probably isn't making it into the video. This is probably just gonna be on the live stream. Let's see. And then I need axle. I'm gonna use a powered axle, and then I'm gonna need a regular axle. And a hopper. Okay. Alright, so let's say that this is like the water wheel or something. How does one... So that... powers that hopper. Can you power a millstone from below? Yes, I see it. Okay. So to be efficient, you'd have to do something like this. Now that we remember, now I can go back. So I would need one here. And I think it would look like that. No, because it's got to come down one more. Wait. Shit. I gotta go down one more. Is that right? And then the hopper would go here. Yes. Yes. Okay. Got it. And then you would take this and then go like that. Made a big mistake. You do that. silences the machine. Thank God. Okay, so that is what your machine will look like. And then once you actually, you know, have the hoppers, again, you'll do this around it to catch. And this is a basic setup for a millstone grinder. This is a very basic setup to where you put the stuff in the hopper into this and it grinds it and then it spits it out, and it'll spit it out in any direction. So that's why you have 9 around them. But again, hoppers take a saw to make. So you're probably asking, Bragan, how the hell do you make a saw? Okay, well, I'm getting to that. So you take scored leather and make sure there's no food, because I'll show you what happens if you put food in here with dung. This is what happens to your food. You get foul food, and it's inedible. You can't eat that. It's gross. No one wants shit food. So now you take your dung and your leather, and then you take some bark. More bark. How many bark? 5 bark. 5 bark, 1 dung, 1 scored leather. Bam, you get tan leather. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take scored leather and your shears, and you're gonna get cut tan leather. You're gonna cut it again, you're gonna get straps. Now you're gonna take okay, let me see if I remember this recipe here. You need 1 iron. You're gonna need some planks. You're gonna need gears. That is a water wheel. Where are the gears? Okay. I'll just grab it myself. Okay. I believe it looks something like this. Trying to my best to remember here. No, I can figure it out, I swear. No, I can figure it out. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. I swear I'm not dumb. Okay, I might be dumb. Fuck. We're gonna have to look it up. Shit. Saw. Oh, okay. You need... Oh, yeah, it's a belt. Duh, I'm stupid. And you need 3 iron. Okay, that's my fault. That's my bad. My bad. My bad. So you're going to take these 4, and you're going to make a belt. Then you're going to take 3 iron, 2 wood planks, and 3... Yeah, and then you get a saw. Okay, so now you can put a saw in multiple different ways. I personally would probably do one down here, and I don't think you can put, it would fall down back that way. Shit. So if that's the case, you're gonna want to go like that. Yeah, and then you can do that, and then you can put the saw. But it needs to be one up. Okay, so for this specific setup, it's gonna be a sideways. It's gonna have to be sideways because of how it's set up. It's gonna have to be sideways. So whatever you let's say like oak planks. We're gonna turn this on. Oh, I broke my windmill. Okay, whoops. Put the windmill back on. I turned the sound off to save your ears. You're welcome. So now you can't hear it, but you can see it. You can see the smoke. That is a saw. Now you get oak wood siding when you cut it. Okay, you could cut it again. Get a couple more of these. The benefit of having the saw like this is also it drops these into the hopper. Really cool. That'll do. And then you could cut these again. And you'll get molding. Now you cut these again. I know it's a fun process. And you'll get corners. Now you can make the hoppers that I'm using right now. I know, you know, we got here before we even able to get him. Like I said, imagination. So now we go over here and we take sidings, which is, we're gonna need sidings. Okay, we do have it in your inventory, okay. So we're gonna need some gears. You're gonna need that. Let me get myself some gears here. This I do remember how to make. I don't need the recipe for this one because I already know how to make this. So you take 2 of these. Take that. Am I stupid? Wait. No, I'm not stupid. Come on. You know this. You know this, damn it! Oh yeah, you need a pressure plate. Am I stupid? Okay, am I actually stupid? Hang on. What? Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's how you make a hopper. You take one pressure plate. Pressure plates are made by one plank and... No, it's made by one corner, I think. Yeah, one corner and a redstone piece. So, yeah, it's pretty simple. Then you make then it makes a hopper. So that's how you get the hopper. You need a saw to make a hopper. Now, boy, do I have good news for you, because now that you have a saw, the world becomes a lot easier. Because now you can do this. And now you can make a chest. Wow. The most basic storing unit I can finally make. I know, you'd think that it would get better from here, and it kind of does, but it also becomes worse. And I'll get to that on the next stream, because I'm tired. So now you guys, I just taught you guys how to play the game all the way up to a saw. Silence. Okay, so now, yeah, everything is up to about a saw. And now the game becomes... yeah, the game becomes more fun after this. Oh, perfect. Perfect way to end it. Alright, well, I will make another stream next time. Maybe tomorrow? I'm not sure, but we'll get to it. But for now, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.